Welcome to this training on how to grow your business with cold emails. My name is Scott and I'm going to be walking you through this entire course and teaching you all the strategies and tactics you need to ultimately connect with new clients, get new sales, and just grow your business without having to cold call or going to networking events that aren't necessarily effective. Before we dive into the content, let me just tell you a little bit more about myself and why I know that these strategies are going to work for you. Teaching cold emailing is a topic I've been passionate about since it became one of the things that really made us successful at my last company that I was involved with, Single Platform. We were able to get deals with some of the biggest companies in the world, people like Google, Facebook, Yahoo, Bing, the New York Times, by using cold emailing tactics that worked. And it wasn't only just these big companies that we were able to connect with, it was also a ton of different spas, salons, restaurants, and smaller businesses. And ultimately, we were able to sell the company for $100 million. And since that point in time, and after seeing this effectiveness firsthand, it's just been something that I've loved teaching people. And up to this point, over 4,000 people have benefited from these strategies and constantly are emailing me about how it's working for them. So today, I'm excited to teach you all of this stuff that I know that works. This should give you some confidence, hopefully, that everything we're going to talk about here is stuff that you can apply and start using for your business. And whether you've experimented with cold emails before or this is an entirely new thing for you, I encourage you to really go through all of the content that we'll be sharing with you because I do think this is a very fresh approach and I think that this is going to work for you. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to learn. The sections are as follows. The first section is about setting up a system that is going to work for you to constantly connecting with new customers and really like filling up that funnel. We're going to talk about prospecting. You might be familiar with this, you might not be, but either way, I'm going to give you a system that you can use to make sure you're always reaching out and connecting with these new companies and clients. After that, we're going to talk about how to find the correct person to email. This is supremely important because if you email the wrong person at a company, even though whatever service or product you provide, that can mess up your chances from the get-go. So we're going to talk about how to get this right. After that, we're going to focus on how you can find anyone's email address. And we'll go over a ton of different strategies and tools you can do this. And then we'll talk a little bit about how to improve your writing and go over kind of some copywriting principles that some of the best advertising executives in the world use to convince people to take the action that they want them to take, which is essentially what you're doing within the cold emailing process. So that'll be very important. After that, we'll talk about some things that you always should do for all of your cold emails, no matter which script or tool or template that you use. You want to make sure you get these critical components right. And after that, we're going to talk about things that you should avoid because there are certain things that even though you could have a great product or service, if you don't get that right, you're going to be in trouble. From there, we're going to give you some scripts and templates and formulas that you can use and start to test today. And these have worked for me and can work for you. But again, all of this stuff, there is no absolute bulletproof solution, which we'll talk about more. These are just things that you can work from and figure out what works perfectly for your target customer or audience. Now, after you send cold emails, a lot of times people will get back to you with things like, we don't have budget for this, we're already working with somebody else, we're not interested right now. The last section of this course is going to teach you how to reverse those rebuttals and ultimately convert these initial cold emails into meetings once you get that dialogue going. It's a super important section. I think you'll find a ton of value there. All right, I'm ready to dive into this content. I hope you enjoy this training, and let's go ahead and get started.